Hi, thank you for joining Herbert Sweet for Days. Today I'm preparing bajan base. This is my flour, my sugar, and some salt that I have added. I would now add my nutmeg. Now I'm going to add the nutmeg. The nutmeg. 1 cup of cornmeal. That's it. The sugar, the nutmeg, the salt, and the cornmeal. Now I'm going to stir this first. When I stir this, I'm going to add my water accordingly. But I need to give this a stir. I need to stir it up. Make sure all the ingredients are well combined. Gotta make sure everything is well combined to make your bajan bakes. These bajan bakes is going to be nice, I'm telling you. Nice and fluffy. We're not going to add no baking powder. You don't need baking powder. Don't need baking powder at all. You have your all-purpose flour, and you have your nice cornmeal inside of there. So you see you have your 2 different colors. You have your white and you have your yellow mixed, so that you know you have your cornmeal inside of these bakes. You have your sugar, you have your salt, you have your nice nutmeg. So we're going to gradually add some water. So I'm adding my water. It's best that you can add the water. You can put more water because you can add more flour if it is not the consistency that you need. So you just add your stuff and you mix, and you keep adding water. You keep adding your water till you get the consistency that you need. You don't need it too runny, nothing like that. You need it smooth and nice. So here I'm going mixing my bajan bakes. So as it come along, it will be nice and stuff. So I'm going to mix this here for you. Now here I have prepared my pan, so I'm going to add my oil. You don't need too much oil because you don't want all the oil to suck up in the bakes and then the bakes greasy. You don't need that. So I'm preparing my oil. I'm going to let this be hot enough to place the bakes. So I'm going to let this hot right now. So after this have been heated up, I will then add my bakes into it. So as we go on, you will see how we fry them, how we fry the bakes and stuff. So you will have some nice golden brown bakes. Well, my batter have all mixed. Now you see the consistency of the batter. You don't need your batter like water. More, you don't need it too firm. So you see the consistency of this batter. So this is what we need. This is the consistency we need in this batter. So after my pan is hot enough, I would then place my batter into the pan. The consistency of the bakes should be like this. You're easy to drop. You can drop them with a big spoon like this, or you can use a smaller tablespoon. But I'm going to use this to drop my bakes, and I know exactly how much to take up in my spoon to drop into my pan. Now here we go. Now I have dropped my bakes into the pan. It's not, you can see that it's not too much oil because you don't need to drop them in deep fry oil, but you need the oil just enough to cover the bottom of the bakes. So I have dropped my bakes. Now you will see the results as we go along, as we finish this processing of the work. So keep washing and enjoying, and you will see that these bakes will come out as lovely as ever. The reason why we don't need all the oil too much oil in the base, because the base will suck up all the oil, especially if you use baking powder into these baits. I have not used baking powder into my baits because I have used cornmeal flour, so I don't need the baking powder, because I don't need all the oil to suck up the oil in the base. Some of us add eggs and so forth to the base, but I do not add egg to my base. So I just have the flour, the cornmeal, the sugar, the salt, and the nutmeg. And as you fry, you can smell actually the aroma of the nutmeg, because you need that smell, you need that rich flavor inside of the bakes. So I'm doing the bakes, and as they go golden brown on one side, I will turn them over to the other side. But as you see so far, these bakes are not ready as yet to be turned, because they're still white underneath. And plus you're using new oil, so new oil take a while to brown. I don't know if people realize that new oil will take a while to have a brown flavor, but you see that the brown coloring is not ready exactly as yet. So we are not going to turn them as yet. We're going to give them at least a few more seconds before I can turn them. So here we go with our bajan, nice bajan bakes. As I said, I don't need all the oil into these bakes. We don't need all that oil because we're thinking healthy, and we don't need all the cholesterol. I usually use a soya oil. I always use a soya oil, but today I'm using this sunflower oil. I'm using sunflower oil today because we're going healthy. So we're going healthy today. So it's still not brown enough that I need that golden brown. So as we go, you will see how these bakes. See folks, we're having that nice brown color as I told you. So when you finish that, you place them on something with some parchment paper, some paper towel, to get some more of that grease out. So this is our bajan bakes we're having here. Nice crispy golden bakes.